Alright, gang, good afternoon. I hope you are enjoying this beautiful weekend. I will not keep you long. I just got 5 stocks on watch. So we'll go ahead and get through this so you can get back to your day. Alright. So the first one that I'm looking at is going to be Facebook call spread to the downside here. Now, Facebook's really just been consolidating with a very slight downtrend ever since the 2 earnings ago, and it just dropped like a rock. So we're still stacked to the downside. Couple of good days, so I would watch it. I do not feel markets are going back up right now. We might see a temporary relief, but I think we're going to see more lows before this unfortunate dip is done. So I want to play Facebook to the downside here, right at the 220 level. Okay, which is going to be nicely above the 50-day. I'm looking for a rejection of that 21, and I want to see it come back down towards the 186s, and then possibly even break down towards that earnings low. Actually, that was a gap up, the 2-year low, excuse me. Okay, so when you look at this one, it's going to be in June. Sell the 220, buy the 225s for $1 to $1.05. You'll be right at expected move, a great 77 pop, and 5 short deltas. The next one is Gilead, GILD, to the upside here. We had that low, and we've been going up ever since. We did pull back, kind of consolidate here. There's a nice squeeze, and we are holding the moving averages. So I want to see this break out and return back up to like the 65 range and keep going. So I'm looking at selling this 60 put spread. Okay. And like I said, I want this squeeze to fire and run up. So you take a look at that also in June's monthly. It's going to be an at the money play, but it is a 30 delta. Okay, it's because they're 2.5 wides, and then 20 cents that's going to pop out. So I want to sell the 60, buy the 57.5 puts, 60 cents or better. 2 contracts would be 120 bucks for 380 with 65 pop. Okay, not too bad at all. Next is going to be JPM to the downside. Banks have taken some heat lately, and it's from its all-time high coming on down here, rejecting this 8 EMA, and that's what I want to see. Still has some strong energy here, so I want to see a retest of these 115 lows. Okay, so I'm going to sell the 125 call spread right above the 21-day moving average. Fortunately, not quite up here at 127 that I would like, but it'll work. It's a little bit of resistance spot there. Okay, so with this one, June 125, 130 call spread, $1.20 or better. Okay, you're gonna get reasonable credit. I wish you can get $1 at the 130s, but you can't. So be right at the 30 delta, $1.20 or better. Okay, 71 pop and still get 14 short deltas. So all in all, not too bad. All right. Next one is also going to be Microsoft to the downside. Microsoft, from its all-time high, has pulled back pretty good here. It still has a strong negative squeeze, and we're pushing up from Friday to that 8 EMA. So I want to see a rejection of that 8 EMA and look for it to retest this 250 low area with this firing of the squeeze. So 280 is going to be right above that 21-day moving average, giving you a little bit of wiggle room to work with and a nice spot to push down. So in June, 280, 285, $1.05 or better, but we'll probably get right around $1.10. Okay, 75 pop, 6 short deltas, less than 500 bucks at risk, and you're right at the expected move. And then lastly is going to be XOM or mobile here to the upside. Okay, mobile looking pretty good here. Want to sell those 77.5s. Okay, well below the 50-day, so you do got a lot of support to work with in case it does pull back, but it's got a nice squeeze, picking up some upward momentum, so I believe we can see those 92s retested. So 77.5 naked. Otherwise, you go all the way up to like the 82.5 call spread, and you'll still be, or not call spread, put spread, and you'll still be below the 50 days to give you a little bit of support to work with, but it's a little low on credit, and I'll show you. So undefined, right? Your 77s with 2 contracts, 85 cents or so, right? 170 bucks for $1,500, 87 pop, and you're going to be $5 past that expected move. Now, I like the 82s. just because it gets you right at expected move with a nice 72 pop. However, as you notice, it's only 50 cents on this 2 wide, so it's not the most credit. Typically on the put side, I want to get at least 70. The 5 wide is only $1.20. This is why I'm like, I'll take this one to get a little bit better probability. But if you're okay with $1.20, $1.25, that will also work. All right. And maybe you could even do that, right? But at the same point, you're not really changing it. You might get 20 extra dollars, but you got to pay the extra commission. So right around those 82 and a half. Okay, 85 would put you right at the 50 days, so it's not too bad, but it'll work. So that's it, you guys. That's all I got for you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and maybe one day, we'll see you in chat. Take care.